How y'all doing, my friends? What's happening? Well, obviously, you see by down below, I did go to the movies today. I've been bored really the past 2 days. I haven't really done much. I coughed up some reviews here and there and stuff like that. And, you guys are playing catch up with the video. That's cool and stuff like that. Um, I got about tomorrow's my last day before I go back to work. I'm carrying over the holiday and stuff. So I didn't do much or nothing yesterday. The weather was a little nice outside, so I took a walk to the movie theater. And at the same theater, they were playing this film you see down below there, and Skyfall. Now the showing for this film was 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, right? The showing for Skyfall is 1:30. So I figured, fuck it, I'll leave it to chance. I'll walk my ass to the theater. It's a beautiful day out. It ain't that cold out. And well, I'll see what time I make it there. Leave it to chance. Judging with my walking pace and everything like that, crossing the streets, no beggars out, thank God. Made it to the Blimpies. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Blimpies. Nice sandwich store, Blimpies. It's very New York. I don't know if anyone knows. I've heard of Blimpies before, but I love Blimpies. There's always one right next to the movie theater. I used to eat Blimpies a lot when I was a kid. They used to make these big sandwiches and stuff. Way before Subway. Subway sandwiches are okay, but I just love Blimpies more. They're more rare to find these days. You see Subway almost every fucking where and shit. So went to a Blimpie sandwich, had a Blimpie best, and super stacked. Ate that. I looked at my watch and it was about 12:20. So I had to make a decision right there. Should I wait around for about really an hour, pretty much, from 12:30 to 1:30? Right around where, though? Maybe I could have went upstairs, and because upstairs in the movie theater, they have little arcade games. They have a little retro game of Miss Pac-Man and asteroids and stuff. It's one of those things you pay dollar for tokens, and you play video games. So I could have done that. But I don't know, I saw clips, and I decided to take the chance, and I went passed up Skyfall to see this movie here. Jack Reacher, a new film by Tom Cruise. Now, right off the bat, Tom Cruise is a good actor. The man's gotten into some little personal problems with marriage and stuff like that, but it doesn't interfere with the man's work. I mean, he always tries to do the best he could do, and he's very good in this film. Very good in this film, despite, from what I understand, Jack Reacher is based on novels. He's a character in these novels by Lee Childs. And from what I understand, Jack Reacher, the way he described in the novels, he's supposed to be 6'1", from 200 to 210 pounds, with blonde hair. Now, who did that sound like, folks? Go in pieces, asshole. That's right, Dolph Lundgren, right? Would have been a great vehicle for Dolph. Stuff like that, but nah, they went with Tom Cruise. But ironically enough, they had other actors in line for that, which made me laugh. The actors they were thinking about for this role. Really? He's Caucasian, by the way, the character in the book. But I'm going to bring that up to you when I tell you who the actors they had in mind for Jack Reacher. Okay. Brad Pitt, Hugh Jackman, Vince Vaughn, Jamie Foxx, and Will Smith. None of those guys would fit this character well. Tom Cruise, he's good in the film for what he has to do. The movie was supposed to be released in, I guess, December 15th at the Pittsburgh Southside Works Megaplex. But since it was postponed due to the Sandy Hook Elementary School shootings in Newtown that took place on the 14th, they postponed it to the 21st. Okay. Understandable, right? Okay. And people wondering what's wrong. Well, the problem is this movie. I'll tell you the overall gist of the film, and I won't give spoilers away. I know some friends of mine want to see this film, anything like that. Uh, Movie opens up. We got some sniper on some roof somewhere, and he kills about 4 people randomly. So the police they get a line on this guy named James Barr, who was this army sniper in the during Iraq, and he's got some problems or whatever. So naturally, evidence points to him. They present him with all the evidence and stuff. The man does not say anything at all. He just writes in a paper, which they tell him to sign a confession, "Get Jack Reacher." So they don't know who Jack Reacher is. Of course, we find out Jack Reacher is this guy who was in the military, career man in the military, who used to be a investigator with the military police, and of course he's a troublemaker, shit starter. And the man is pretty much doesn't want to be found unless he wants to be found. And he reads the papers and he shows up at the DA's office. And he says he wants to see James Barr. Is he a friend of yours? He, my friend. I came here to bury him. Pretty much. It was something about regarding how Reacher and this guy hate this guy because of some bullshit he had done in Iraq or whatever. And Reacher made a promise to him. If he finds out he does something again, he's going to kill him. So Reacher wanted to go see the guy. But what happened was the cops threw the guy in general population with other inmates. And they beat the shit out of him. Now the guy's in a fucking coma. His lawyer is this girl, Rosamund Pike. You guys might remember from Doom. Good actress. Nice on the eyes. She did a good job on the role. The district attorney who's opposing her is her father, DA guy, actor played Richard Jenkins from Cabin in the Woods. He's not in the film that much, but he's there. The investigating cop was some guy named Emerson. It's an actor named David Ailoila. Can't pronounce his name. But, so basically, Rosamund Pike talks to Cruise and I guess talks him into, to helping her out, get some evidence. She's not trying to prove him innocent or nothing like that. She just wants to make sure he's not thrown in death row. So, Tom Cruise is reluctant to do it, but he ends up doing it. And you see some stuff that you see in the trailers that he gets into. Some people try to put a hurting on him. A good scene there. When there's a fight scene, the camera is in one spot. You see a little bit of the choreography there. Tom Cruise looked like he worked his ass off in the fight scenes. Okay. I think Dolph would have done a better job, but hey, it's Tom Cruise. Dialogue is snappy. He does remind me of Vincent from Collateral, though. At times it almost feels like the same character. But all it's missing is just the white hair and the suit. Which is that a bad thing or a good thing? It's a good thing. He investigates more. Okay, so one thing leads to another. Somehow the bad guys set him up. He gets in trouble by the cops. Get a very good car chase that actually Tom Cruise was the driver in the car chase, so he did his own stunt driving. That's nice. With a muscle car, which you see that in the trailer. And I guess that's pretty much it. And then he goes in. He finds out a twist. We see Robert Duvall. He comes in later into the film. And I see Robert Duvall and Tom Cruise together against the Days of Thunder. Whatever. Their little bit of back and forth is good for what it has to be. Rosamund Pike gets kidnapped by the bad guys. Tom Cruise has a conversation with him on the phone. He says, "What if I kill you instead?" And all that stuff like you see in the trailers, pretty much. He gets Robert Duvall to help him out in the third act. Okay. Tom Cruise gets into sort of a fist fight with the real killer. Who the killer is played by Jai Courtney. who Jai Courtney, he's very good in the film. You guys will see Jai Courtney more because he's the one that's playing John McClane's son and Good Day to Die Hard. I'm not worried about the guy no more playing John McClane's son because he did very good in this film. So I'm hoping maybe he'll be good as, you know, working opposite Bruce Willis, along with Bruce Willis. Right? So, what's wrong with the film? Why am I like this? Why am I not excited? Am I trying to psych you guys out? No. The problem with this film is your pace. The movie is 130 minutes. From what I looked up on the movie theater's runtime, pretty much at the theater, from what I looked up there on the website, that's about 2 hours. I don't mind mystery films if the pace is a little fast enough, but I don't know why. I just felt myself like itching in my seat a little bit. Like, okay, what's Tom Cruise gonna do something next? And stuff. Just the pacing just didn't get me. That's what it is. Now, I'm gonna go into spoilers now. So now anybody who is interested in seeing this film, you know, you can stop watching now because I'm gonna blow a lot out of the water from this moment on. But what are my overall thoughts on the film before I go into the spoilers? Tom Cruise is good. Rosamund Pike is good. Jai Courtney, he's good. Solid bad guy for what he has to be. Some of the side actors, you can take them or leave them. The direction, seems like this is a new director pretty much. So I don't know. To be honest, this is his first film. Just he's gotta learn something about pacing his movies better and stuff like that. But when the fight scenes are there and the car chases are there and that actually see that, it's competently done at least. It's just the pacing. So I just felt it's much ado about nothing, really. At the end of the day, it's not Tom Cruise's fault compared to what a lot of people who hate the film say. Tom Cruise is not to blame. He's a good actor. He does what he can, but just the pacing hurts this film to me. I'm sorry. Alright, so that's my thought of the film. Rating for the film, I don't know. So now, right in this moment, I'm going into spoilers now. You guys ready? So those of you who've seen it already, now spoilers start right here, right now. Okay, when we first see the shooter, we see the shooter. So right off the bat, it's not a mystery. You know the guy was set up. Because who do we fucking see in plain sight with the sniper rifle is Jai Courtney loading the gun. He's taking aim, shoots a couple people, hardcore. The problem is also with this film is it's PG-13. I think maybe for this character, maybe for the content, this could have been an R rating maybe. To get a little more visceral to it though. I think maybe to get the impact more, I think, than PG-13. I think the reason I got PG-13 is because Tom Cruise attached his name to it. Tom Cruise hasn't done R-rated stuff in a long time. I know Collateral was R-rated, and I believe Tropic Thunder was R-rated as well. I'm not guarantee that's but so give or take. See me, folks. I need a drink. Yes, the big bottle. So right off the bat, there's no mystery of who killed him. You know the guy was set up. So that felt good. So pretty much Tom Cruise believes it's the guy. So all these trailers you heard about, oh, maybe he's gonna protect the guy. Not really. Tom Cruise is convinced it's him. Rosamund Pike has to convince him that maybe there's more to the evidence, more to this, more to that. So he goes off, he does it. He starts investigating. He's at a bar. Okay, some girl comes up to him or whatever, tries to flirt with him a little bit, trying to get his name, but he knows something weird's going on. And he thinks the girl's a prostitute or whatever. And these 5 guys challenge him to a fight. He fucks them up, alright. All Tom Cruise, no quick cuts, no Jason Bourne style editing, all him, okay. So He gives Rosamund Pike a task to do, and the reason he gives her this task, I guess, to make her feel guilty about defending this guy, because he believes this guy did it. So that's kind of a cruel thing to do. He makes her go to the family members of the victims to ask them stuff about the people they lost. And in one scene there where she's talking to a father of this 22-year-old girl who's a man taking care of this kid who she got shot. The kid didn't get shot, but she got shot. And the father has a gun there. And she tells him that she's representing this guy. So you get the impression maybe this guy might try to kill Rosamund Pike, but they don't do nothing with it. She runs out of there. All this other stuff happens here. I think what it is, I'm tired of 2-hour movies. I think that's what it is. I'm to the point now, I want a dumb action film. Give me a 90-minute movie again. Or 1-hour movie at least. I don't mind, maybe because you know what it is? This movie kind of reminded me of General's Daughter, reminded me of Basic, and I remember back then, I don't know about now, but back then I remember not being fans of those films. Nothing against the actors, nothing against John Travolta, or the directors and nothing like that. It's just the pace, the pace. I don't know why, the pace. I don't mind mystery sometimes. If the pace or the director has something with it or some style to it or maybe the way it moves along and stuff. But this, I don't know, this stuff just didn't get me for some reason. I don't know why. Is this a rant? I don't know. I feel cheated though. You know, I don't even want to look at this movie ticket no more, to be honest. You know, should I have waited for a half hour to see Skyfall? Maybe. Would I go to theater again? Not anytime soon. Part of me wants to go the next day again to see if I can break even. But I don't know. Because I haven't heard Skyfall is longer than this movie. This stuff. Even though I want to see 007 movie on the big screen. Maybe I could have held out. Because this month we're getting Hansel and Gretel. We're also getting The Last Stand. Even though I'm having doubts about Last Stand. Because I have a feeling it's going to be a goofy movie for some reason. Even though I heard it's getting R-rated. Oh, man. This is good stuff. So basically, you get a good car chase, which I was impressed with. Okay, no quick cuts. Tom Cruise in the fucking car. It's actually driving it. Okay. Because the girl that set him up, you get some unintentional silly stuff that pops into here. Like, he goes into a house looking for one of the guys that attacked him to get answers out of him because he saw the girl at this auto parts. The girl set him up, and she gives him information where to find him at. We already know the guy is dead already because we see a cutaway little scene there with Jai Courtney is talking to some stupid ass guy who he has working for him. The guy is very sloppy, pretty much. And a guy who starts making mistakes. He's the one that hired those guys to fuck around with Tom Cruise and whatever. Jai Courtney didn't like that. And Jai Courtney's boss, some guy called the Zek, played by Werner Herzog. Werner Herzog. Let's see what Werner Herzog has done. Some German actor. He was in Rescue Dawn. He was in Grizzly Man, that movie. He was in that football film, Invincible. Well, not a highbrow films. He's your main bad guy. Some guy who's like a Russian guy who was a prisoner in Siberia or something like that. He's missing fingers or whatever. Like this or whatever. Talking about that he was in the Siberian prison. How he wanted to survive so much that he bit his own fingers off. The guy is scared. And he tells the guy, you want to live, do like I did. Bite your fingers off. And the guy can't do it. And Jai Courtney shoots him back in the head. And says, go take care of the other guy. So the other guy that Tom Cruise is looking for, we know he's dead already. We don't see it, but we know he's dead. So pretty much goes to the guy's house. Right? And these two goons hit him with a baseball bat, falls into the bathtub. Two of the most dumbest fucking guys I've ever seen in my life in a movie. We did it play for comedy. It worked a little bit, but it just took off the. It kind of ruined the tone a little bit. Because they're going in there, it's a small bathroom. They're trying to hit Tom Cruise in the bathroom. They both of them come in there, one with a bat, one a crowbar, and they bang into each other, knock one guy out. They knock. It's two guys. One guy knocks the other guy out by accident. Another guy bangs himself into a mirror, and Tom Cruise like just covering himself and just looking like what? Okay, here's the one guy. He kicks one guy's ass, uses the other guy's bald head as a headbutt to bang the other guy. Knocks them both the fuck down. So one of the guys pulls a gun on him and stuff. And okay, cool. I never seen this done before. He twists the gun a certain way to almost break the guy's trigger finger. Which for some reason I can imagine Dolph doing this, but it's Tom Cruise going like that. He says, "Give me a car. You want to see me again?" No, no. Now, was your car stolen? You never bought your car stolen? No, no. Take it as much time as you want with it. Okay, thank you. And he takes the gun, empties the gun out. Steals. That's what he gets. He gets that super sport muscle car, the one he has that chase with. Gets into the chase because they find that girl that Guy Courtney killed. Really not much of a kill, to be honest. His goon punches her dead in the face. She's knocked out, he covers her nose and her mouth. Suffocates her, she dies. And I guess they plant the body in the motel where Tom Cruise is staying at. Tom Cruise shows up over there, there's a car chase. Same time he notices Guy Courtney and his goon are following him. Chases them, okay. Then you get that weird scene where you see in the trailer where he puts the car in idle, going down the street, walks out of the car. Some black guy with a Philadelphia Phillies hat, old guy, just gives him the hat. Why? I have no idea. Gives Tom Cruise the hat, go on the bus, get through there, gives him back the hat, and just smiles. Tom Cruise gives a little smile. That's it. Maybe the guy was a fan of Tom Cruise. Maybe he loved them in Born on the 4th of July or something. Or he loved them in Collateral. You were the shit in Collateral. I even liked you in fucking Tropic Thunder. Yeah, take this hat. He didn't say that, but he might as well fill in the blanks. Fuck, I like the Mission Impossible movies. Should have had me in them instead of Big Rains. Yeah, it is good stuff, man. Really. So then Tom Cruise has more dialogue with Rosamund Pike and stuff, and realizes there's an overall connection with one of the guys that got shot, the Guy Courtney shot. I guess one of the people that Guy Courtney shot because there was this other company. It's all business oriented shit that they wanted this construction area, and the lady didn't want to sell it. So she's going to the bank and get a loan. Like, they were so confident this lady was going to get the fucking loan. Shot her and shot the other people, made it like a rampage. Made it like that. But the killer made a goof up and fed the fucking parking meter. And that part bothered Tom Cruise so much. Why would a Grange killer put quarters in a meter for parking? All that happens there. And, he finds this shooting range because he believes that maybe James Barr might have talked to somebody or whatever, stuff like that. And he goes off to the shooting range, which is somewhere out of town or whatever. And that's when you meet Robert Duvall, who plays this guy who's an old gunnery sniper or whatever, veteran. Now he runs a shooting range pretty much. Martin Cash. It was nice to see Robert Duvall and Tom Cruise together again. All right, and stuff. And they have this scene there, which I don't know why they did it, really, where Tom wants Tom Cruise to go shoot on the range, pretty much, to walk all the way out and put up the target. And then you see for some split second something that Robert Duvall is looking through a scope and he looks at the gun, and Tom Cruise looks uncomfortable, but they make nothing of it though, because he comes back. He makes his shots. Boom, 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 boom. He's rusty. Tom Cruise cracks a little smile or whatever, so it made me think a little bit of Days of Thunder with their thing with their tires or whatever. All right. So he wants surveillance cameras or whatever to look at it. Then he sees Jai Courtney's stupid ass there. The killer's very clumsy though, very sloppy, because he hires this outside guy who's not a pro, makes all these fucking mistakes and everything like that. So nothing against Jai Courtney, it's just a fucking script. So pretty much there's only 3 people that Tom Cruise suspects that are trying to get rid of him and are behind this. Rosamund Pike, which you know it can't be her because she's the love interest. You can't throw her in there. Her father, well, Richard Jenkins, granted, alright, maybe. Or the black guy, who's the lead cop, who's in charge of the case. Guess who it is, folks? The black guy! Not Richard Jenkins. No, he couldn't do that. Why? He was a cabin in the woods. Couldn't be Rosamund Pike. It'd be a hell of a fucking twist. But no, they wouldn't do that. She's the love interest. You can't do that. It's gotta be the black guy. Why did he do it? I have no idea. At all. He tases her bzz, in the elevator. They take her, and plus that's when you get that phone call where, you know, they tell him this and that, but he tells them, oh, I got evidence on you, and if something happens to her, I'm going to the feds with the proof. So then he gets help from Robert Duvall. Okay, Robert Duvall is going to be a sharpshooter at this area, like construction site or whatever. And Tom Cruise takes them out. Not to a movie, unfortunately, not like that, but he takes them out with some gun or whatever. He corners Jai Courtney. Him and Jai Courtney have a fist fight. Okay, not bad. Once again, I think it could have benefited from an R rating, so I think Reacher could have made the killer suffer a little bit more. Okay, he twisted his arm, you hear a crunch, and then he does that thing you see in the trailer, he puts his foot up, and you see the bottom of his foot, boom! So you get the impression he crushed his head or broke his neck. And then you get this really bullshit trick shot, which I can suspend disbelief sometimes for a movie if I really like it, but this makes no sense. Tom Cruise has one of the machine guns with a scope on it they took from the bad guys, right? Now the black guy has a gun to Rosamund Pike's head. She's in a chair, and he's got a gun like this. And we know it's Jack Reacher behind the door there. He goes, yeah, and then all of a sudden he puts scopes on there. Boom, boom! You blink, you'll miss him. He got shot. Because you can't show a blood splatter because then you lose the PG-13 rating. Then Tom Cruise will get mad. He corners the Zog, whatever, the Warner, whatever his name is. He tells Rosamund Pike, call the police, or whatever. He says, well, you got no evidence. Only one of us are going to jail. Well, I don't think none of us are going to jail. Tom Cruise blows the guy's brains out off camera. Then walks away. Gives her all the evidence and the proof and everything like that. Then she goes see her client who's just came out of his coma, pretty much. This whole thing made me very confused. The guy barely remembers what the fuck happened. He believes that he's guilty. He says to Rosamund Pike, all those people, he's like crying and everything like that. You guys can't protect me. Protect me from what? This guy is empty. He used to be the MP. He said he'll get me if I ever messed up again. He'd get me. And Rosamund Pike is asking him, alright, if you were to make the shot, how you would have done it? He goes, I would have went this way and did this way and did this. Pretty much the opposite of what Jai Courtney did. And I guess this proves, I guess he's innocent, even though the guy is delirious and crying and scared of Jack Reacher. But then that bothers me. If you're so scared of Jack Reacher, why the fuck did you request him? If I'm afraid of somebody, I wouldn't request them to defend me. That makes no sense. That's like saying if I'm in trouble, right, and for some reason I want Frank Zito, the maniac, to come protect me. Makes no sense, right? I'm afraid. He cleared my name. Now he's gonna scalp my head. Ow! Or he'll take a shotgun and blow my whole head off. Huh? See what I'm talking about? And Tom Cruise, of course, he gets off on this bus. He goes on this bus, pretty much. We see he's gonna be a do-gooder, pretty much. He hears this guy arguing with this woman or fighting with this woman, so he's about to jump in to fight the guy, and then the movie finishes. And that's it. So I don't know. I've seen better mystery films, maybe. People, and this movie got 7.3. I don't think it deserves to be that high. I'm sorry. I know it's not making no money in the box office. I know the movie's underperforming pretty much. I mean, let me see the box office take for this pretty much. The budget was 60 million. It made about 15 million opening weekend and only grossed 44. So it's a bomb pretty much. Maybe because of the content, because of the whole thing being released around the time of Newtown and all stuff like that. Maybe. And stuff. I don't know, because of the content or whatever. But I just feel I want 130 minutes of my life back. That's what it is. I mean, granted, it was a no-win situation, maybe. You know, I would have got bored outside waiting for 1 hour for Bond. Stuff like that. It's just, I've been seeing the little slump for the past 2 days. I've just been bored. I just recorded a review for Doll Man. I just checked the thing right now. Nobody's tuned into it. Maybe, who knows, maybe by the time this is uploaded, people probably tune into it and stuff. Because people probably figured, what's Doll Man? I don't know what that is. You know, stuff like that. Who knows? I don't know who's going to watch this video, to be honest. I saw trailers there I didn't like. I saw Pain and Gain's trailer on the big screen. I hated that trailer. Other trailers I saw I forgot about already and stuff. It just didn't do nothing for me. Left me limp. That's all. So, rating for the film, I don't know. Tom Cruise is not the problem with the film. Rosamund Pike is not the problem. Jai Courtney is not the problem. I mean, the acting, some of the action scenes when they're there, okay, the car chase, the fights, they're good. I give credit to that. But something about the pacing, I don't know. Because it just kept making me think of those movies. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because I'm not the biggest fan of General's Daughter. I wasn't the biggest fan of Basic. Maybe that's what it was. Those military investigation type of movies. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? Maybe this would be right up Matt's alley. I don't know. Maybe Matt will enjoy this film a lot. Who knows? And stuff. I know. I think Michael said he was gonna go check out Jack Reacher. Maybe Michael probably enjoyed this film. Who knows? This might be one of those only films that everybody enjoys, but I'm the only one that's like, eh. It's there. It has good notes to it, which I just mentioned. Pretty much. I can't think of a rating for the film, to be honest. Oh, honestly, I really can't. And stuff like that. So, I don't know if this is a rant or just put on the side of it. Much ado about nothing. Pretty much. Pretty much. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It's about 5 o'clock now. I'm going to figure out what should I eat or whatever. Maybe I'll order Domino's or something. I don't know. Or pizza or whatever. But thank you all for tuning in. If you do want to see the film, hey, give it a watch. Who knows? Maybe it might be up your alley. Who knows? Everybody loves this film. Everybody loves it. Is it a film that gets you really mad? No. Is it a film that disappointed me? Yeah. Maybe, who knows? Maybe in time it will turn into anger, but I cannot put this movie on no list. I mean, this is a 2012 film. I know I've done it before where I've taken movies and I've made exceptions to put it, but for this one, no. I just want to forget about this film pretty much. These movies I went to go see in the theater sometime last year were better experiences. Those films are more fun experiences at the theater, pretty much. But this one wasn't really. So, thank you all for tuning in, and you all have a good night and have a nice day. Have a nice day or good night, whatever. Later.